Well, dozens of masked officers from Romania's anti-organised crime agency have raided Andrew Tate's home this morning. They say that they have searched 4 homes, and this is in and around Bucharest, investigating allegations of human trafficking, the trafficking of minors, sexual intercourse with a minor, influencing statements and money laundering. Now,
It has been a rough week for the top G. On the night of Wednesday, 21st of August, Bucharest time, Andrew Tate was raided again. Romania's organised crime agency Gadget rocked up to the Tate compound wearing balaclavas and meaning business. Andrew wasn't real keen to see them. He refused to let them in, and the masked men were forced to break in through the roof. The search took hours, until finally, both Andrew and Tristan Tate were taken in by Romanian authorities for questioning. They were less than impressed.
Are you going to put me in jail except to give me a trial? No trial, no judge, just jail. Are you ready to stay or get in jail? 2 years, no victims, no pictures of victims, and then the case falls apart, and this all happens again. It seems the neighbor is very angry at me. What I've done wrong, who knows, but it's certainly not me. No, it doesn't matter. You know, anyone with a brain understands what's happening.
As the Tates were brought up the steps into the Romanian courthouse, their impassioned protests continued.
Again, you come at the court? No, aici asta. Fine, you?
Very good. I'm always going to power lies harder to propagate.
Hi, Tate, are you? You come again at the court?
My favorite place.
Why?
I don't know, my friends.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you, bro.
Romanian police could be seen bringing bags and bags full of evidence into the courthouse.
Aveți aici ce ați ridicat de la vila fraților Tate?
We also saw 2 more of the Tate's associates brought in as suspects for questioning, Alex Stonea and Andrew Tate's personal trainer and fitness professor in Hustlers University, Alex Stanciu.
Au trecut pe numele voastre, frații Tate, mașinile? Ia și se întâmplă? Ia de afacerile ilegale?
Cum e să ai o mașină scumpă și tu să fii un păduche?
It was later revealed that the Alexes were intended just to be witnesses, not suspects. That changed after when they were being questioned by Gadget during the investigation, they decided to use their right to remain silent. Unfortunately, a witness doesn't have that right. They're legally required to provide information. After the Alexes refused to cooperate, Gadget brought charges against them for favouring the perpetrator, essentially obstructing the investigation. As day turned into night, reporters could see Andrew Tate being questioned by Romanian police.
That Romanian police spent hours searching the Tate brothers' home, and they've now spent hours more questioning them here at the Serious Crime Agency. The investigators have made it clear that there are several very serious new allegations, but Andrew Tate has already dismissed everything on social media as some kind of conspiracy. Now, in person, Andrew Tate learned exactly what he's accused of and that he's being remanded in custody. His lawyer says details of the case aren't being made public yet by prosecutors. Mr. Tate, what do you say about the latest allegations?
Wait till you see. They say I've lover boyed the mother of my children. Yeah, we've tricked them into having kids.
But he will spend tonight behind bars, and prosecutors may apply to keep him there while the investigation continues. Sarah Rainsford, BBC News, Bucharest.
Let's look at what charges the Tates are looking at for this, the second criminal case in Romania. For many months, we've been told that this second case would be far bigger than the first. And boy, it has proven to be. The first case in Romania involved 7 victims of human trafficking and rape. This second case will also bring more trafficking charges to Andrew and Tristan Tate, this time for 35 victims. They are also to be charged with trafficking in minors, because out of those 35 victims, one was 17 years old and one was 15. It's worth noting that the age of consent for sex in Romania is 16, but for sex work it is 18 years old. Andrew Tate is also facing a charge of intercourse with a minor. DCOT say they have evidence of him repeatedly statutorily raping a 15-year-old girl in 2020. The Tates and their accomplices are also looking at more charges of forming an organised criminal group. One that we've known was coming since June last year was money laundering. And we also know that Andrew is looking at charges for influencing statements, which come because when the Tates were in jail for the first part of 2023, Andrew was caught recorded on the jail phone calls, trying to arrange for 2 of the victims to be intimidated into removing or changing their testimonies, and even trying to bribe government officials. So, as we were told to expect, this second case is enormous, and gives an idea of why this investigation was so time-consuming. After all of this, the Tates were held overnight. DCOT were requesting for them to be locked up for 30 days. What the judge ruled is that Andrew is to be on house arrest for 30 days, and Tristan to remain on judiciary control for another 30 days. After this decision was ruled and the Tates left the courthouse, we got the meltdown to end all meltdowns.
You are okay?
Free man. Built differently.
Yes?
Built differently. Of course. Better than okay.
You are free? Free.
Listen, I'm going to say something to everybody. Listen to me. I moved to Romania 10 years ago, and I found an amazing country full of beautiful people. And I told the whole world about Romania. If you mention the name Romania anywhere in the world, they'll say, Andrew Tate lives there, Andrew Tate lives there. I've done nothing but promote this country. I've done nothing but say fantastic things about Romania endlessly. And when I did this, people would say to me, if Romania is so nice, if it's so safe, it's so beautiful, why has it got such a bad reputation? And I said, well, there's probably a few bad actors, a few bad people who destroyed the entire reputation. Like the few fools at DCOT who just came along and told us that the mothers of our children are somehow human trafficked.
Just on this, it is in no way a surprise if the mothers of their children end up as victims in the case. We know that the mothers of some of their children, like the mother of Tristan's daughter, Abigail, worked for them on OnlyFans and webcam, both before and after having their children. And we know that the methods of recruiting sex workers that the Tates used fits the definition of human trafficking.
I've been nice, I've been patient, I've played the game, I've respected the judiciary, I've gone to every appointment on time. But they busted my house again. And now I've come along saying there's 35 victims. You know, all 30 of those girls, 30 of them, have statements in our defense. 30 saying we've done absolutely nothing wrong.
There is absolutely no evidence or information suggesting that 30 of the 35 women have given statements in their defense. This is almost certainly a lie.
We've done absolutely nothing wrong. Two more are the mothers of our children, and 2 more have never even been to Romania. They've never even been here. They just found random girls we knew in other countries and made them sign pieces of paper. This is a setup. It's absolutely disgusting.
Fair play to that judge who saw through the bullshit and let us free. And also, one more thing, the media is complicit. All of you are. When they first threw us in fucking jail, when they first put us in there, you're all running around saying human trafficker. None of you said, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Where's the pictures? Where's the videos? None. 3 years later, they do the same fucking bullshit. And you're all sitting there going, human trafficking. I'm not a human trafficker, clearly. If you human traffic someone, there is evidence. This is a setup, it's a stitch up. The 3 prosecutors at DCAL in my house, I said, why are you here? There's no case. They said, there's a case if we make one. This is a fucking setup. All of it is. And listen, quiet. I'm not talking to you, sir. Be quiet. Be quiet. This is a setup. It is done on purpose, and it is designed to come up with the most heinous possible crimes to slander our name. And every single Romanian citizen should be disgusted that they are spending millions of euros.
One of the best ever Andrew Tate meltdowns. They are absolutely terrified. Andrew was unhinged and irate, and Tristan was in just a devastated state of shock. And you know what? I don't blame them. Let's have a look at what is next for Andrew and Tristan Tate. To reiterate, a judge ruled that for the next 30 days, Andrew is on house arrest and Tristan is on judiciary control, which for my American viewers is very similar to being out on bail before trial. The next step for the Tates is a hearing scheduled for Wednesday the 28th of August, where DCOT prosecutors are appealing the preventative measures, pushing for the Tates to be locked up for 30 days. The prosecutors are set to argue that the Tates are dangers to society and could commit more crimes, whereas the Tates legal team are expected to push for more lenient measures. In September, we will get a verdict in the Tates UK tax fraud case, for which they've already been found civilly liable. So it's just a matter of how much this one's going to cost them. We have a big one scheduled for October 15th. That is when the Tates are appealing the judge's decision to send them to trial. Apart from the unlikely scenario that the case will be dismissed on this day, this is when we're likely to get a trial date. Then, on top of all these serious legal troubles in Romania, the United Kingdom is coming knocking. There is a civil case against Andrew for the rape and violent assaults of 4 women that is progressing in the courts, but there is also criminal action against both Andrew and Tristan for rape and human trafficking in the UK. And in March, a judge already approved for the Tates to be extradited to the UK after the proceedings in Romania. So even hypothetically, if all the charges in Romania were dropped tomorrow, both Andrew and Tristan would immediately be arrested and transported to the UK to face more extremely serious criminal charges. So this gives you an idea of why Andrew was out the front of the courthouse blowing a gasket, yelling and screaming, and Tristan looked like a terrified deer in headlights running into oncoming traffic. They are pretty well fucked. I'll most likely post a video update about tomorrow's appeal of the preventative measures. It'll be fascinating to see if the boys get locked up again. There's also very likely going to be more evidence from this second case become publicly available. We've already started to see some new text exchanges and transcripts of phone calls between the Tates and the female accomplices. It seems like this case is only going to get more insane. So subscribe to join me for the ride and make sure you don't miss any updates.